Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your coming here today. Before we begin, I will introduce myself briefly. I'm Clara Wening and I am Solar. Today I'd like to talk to you about distance learning. As we know that the pandemic has lasted about 1 year and had an impact on the whole of education. Education which was originally face-to-face and now have to change to distance learning. And the implementation of distance learning in Indonesia encouraged many obstacles, and many people even complained about this learning system because it was considered less effective. What affects the effectiveness of this learning system, and what is the solutions? So, the purpose of this presentation is to discuss the importance of cooperation among students, teachers, and parents during the distance learning. Okay, my presentation is in 3 parts. First, I will give you a fact about the teachers and student readiness for distance learning. And second, I will show you a fact about the impact of distance learning on the student achievement. And finally, I will explain the importance of cooperation among students, teachers, and parents. And at the end of my presentations, I will be happy to answer your questions. My presentation probably will according in 7 minutes. And now let me begin with the first point. The following data is taken from EDS survey from August until September 2021, which is filled by the headmaster of 32 schools. And this chart explains how the student and teacher readiness for distance learning. And based on the data, the majority of teachers are ready to undertake distance learning, also the students. It is confirmed with their readiness level at majority until all levels, even if a fraction of them are still at the fractional level. Then, will this level of readiness enhance student achievement? Now, we will see a fact about the impact of distance learning on the student achievement. Same with the previous data, it's taken from EDS survey, with teachers and students respondents from 9 provinces. First, data from teacher statement. As you can see, 50.9% of teachers believe that student achievement is falling in some course. It turned out to be the same as the students. According to the data, a total of 59.8% students claim that the achievement in learning is falling in some course. This indicates that previous level of readiness could not enhance student achievement. So, what made the student achievement rate decrease, and how is the solutions? The decrease of student achievement is influenced by how student perceptions about distance learning. According to the EDS survey, students have multiple perceptions and reasons to not like distance learning. The majority of students claims that studying at home is very boring. Even 43.2% admit that distance learning is very boring. The next reason is students have problems with the gadget, signal, and internet quotas, and inconducive student situations. Now, what is the solutions? It is required the cooperation among teachers, students, and parents. When viewed from previous data, teacher and student have leading role in implementation of distance learning. Teacher as facilitator must seek to improve the quality of learning, ranging from media, teaching materials, and creative learning atmosphere, while the students assume the role of learners by continuing to increase their motivations for learning in themselves. That way, what is conveyed by the teacher can be well received by students, and they can improve their learning achievement. However, there is one more role that is no less important. That is parents. The distance learning carried at home, so parents also play an important role in supporting the implementation of learning for students. Students needed assistance from parents. In addition, from the previous data, The inconducive home situation is the reason students do not like online learning. So, the role of parents is needed to create supportive learning atmosphere. That's why the cooperation between three of them will be helpful in the success of distance learning during the pandemic. Okay, that's brings me to the end of my presentations. The explanation I have presented prove that successes of distance learning needed cooperation among student, teacher, and parents. Because level of readiness could not enhance student achievement. It meant that not just cooperation among student and teacher, but needed the role of parents. So, I hope that you are a little clearer about the importance of cooperation among student, teacher, and parents. And thank you for your attention. And now, if there are any questions, I will be pleased to answer them. Thank you.